being with the other in their world is really a beautiful principle, and it's this capacity to be with someone in a way that you're no longer like expecting subtly or not so subtly them to be different. You're not trying to direct them. You're really honoring them where they are in each moment and developing your capacity to do that. And it's such a wonderful thing. Like when I first started to be able to do this, it was so cool. Like, oh, I can just like actually slow myself down by just really honoring them, and they seem to open up and feel really received and seen, and I get to learn more about them, and I also get to feel myself more. And it was just such a delight to be able to witness people unfolding and yeah, from my attention.
Yeah, I was blown away by it. It's like the secret source of circling, I would say, being with the other in their world. When I first came across it, it was like, what are they doing? It's like they're not doing anything. Like they're not trying to change them at all. Yet there's this really profound unfolding happening, which is changing them. It's like, huh? How's this working? And I was just really desperate or committed to learning it, and it's such a cool thing to have learned, because I actually see it as it's like a practice to see someone's innocence and to meet someone in the purity and beauty of where they are from each moment to the next, and to give the kind of attention that allows them to be seen, and so that they unfold. Not that you're really trying to do that, it's more just holding a space and witnessing and being curious about what is actually there in their experience, and using yourself as an instrument, so you're being with them, like what happens in you while you're with them, and weaving that in service of the connection.
Yeah, it all comes back to that being again, like, and that's where I think it goes one stage further than empathy. Like empathy's part of it, like your capacity to understand where someone is, often by realizing that you could go to the same place as them if you were in their situation, and finding that place in you. That's like the beginning, but we're going deeper, like we're being like almost in a meditative place or a place of awareness, to feel in the moment what it's like in the connection with them, what's it like for our being to be with their being. And it's from that place that this like magic unfolds, or this connectivity that is possible. And that's where we start getting all this different kind of subtle information about what's happening in the moment, which helps us navigate being with them even more intimately. And then it's just this flow that starts to happen. But there's also what I liked about it, especially in the beginning, and it still happens every time I do it now, is I deconstruct myself in the process. Because someone says like, oh, I'm feeling frustrated with what's happening, and then I can like almost zoom in, like I know what's happening, like I know like what that frustration is, I know how to like help them with it, or I can make fun of them, or whatever it is. There's the habitual reaction. But then when I like tune in and then like discover it with them, I'm like, oh, it was nothing like I thought, and I was on my own thing, and suddenly reality's revealed itself in all its complexity and newness. And then I get an experience of being again, and opening to something new. And
it opens my heart thinking of it when I practice being with someone in their world, because I think it is essentially that. It's opening your heart to see them where they are, and to be with them exactly where they are, and like giving them that full presence and acknowledgement of their being.
And in that way you also go into a deeper embodiment, because if you're really going to be with someone in their world and they start to feel deeper sensation, or they start to inhabit a way of being, it's going to invite you into that. So it's actually expanding your potential to feel and to resonate with people, which is increasing your capacity to be present. And that's also where it's vulnerable, and that's where it's like a continual training or practicing to be able to resonate more deeply with people. And then the gift of that is you get to feel more, but the deeper you go in feeling more, the more you'll be able to be with others on a deeper range, and the more open people will be with you. So it's like an exponential learning.